Almost exactly 85 years ago, German bombs struck Buckingham Palace. As the Queen Mother stood among the rubble and debris, she memorably remarked that she could finally look the East End in the face. It became a point of national pride that she and her husband, King George VI, refused to leave their London residence during the Second World War. Yet almost 9 decades on from those devastating raids, the landmark faces an even more uncertain future, as a palace without a king. With the news that the Prince and Princess of Wales plan to move to a new forever home, Forest Lodge in Windsor Great Park, the spotlight is being shone on the royal family's huge portfolio of properties and the ever-dwindling number of tenants to occupy them. The Daily Mail has been told that it is William's intention to remain in their new Grade 2 listed property, even after he accedes to the throne. This is for the long term, and it's their intention to stay in Forest Lodge once he becomes king, a source said. Understandably, this has prompted serious questions in royal circles about the long-term viability of both Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle, as well as other private royal estates such as Sandringham in Norfolk and Balmoral in the Scottish Highlands, which the prince is eventually set to inherit. Locals say the 8-bedroom Forest Lodge is a definite step up from the family's current 4-bedroom home, Adelaide Cottage, where they have lived since 2022 after deciding to leave London and move to Berkshire while their children were still young. Once described as a very substantial house in one of the loveliest parts of the country, the Georgian mansion dates back to the 1770s. The 3-story home boasts elaborate plaster cornices and ceiling decoration, exquisite marble fireplaces, and a half-barrel vaulted ceiling. It also has 6 bathrooms, a long gallery, and a tennis court, which will doubtless suit the sporty Princess of Wales. Since the lodge was acquired by the Crown in 1829, a number of equerries, private secretaries, and other royal staff have lived there. It underwent a £1.5 million refurbishment in 2001 so that it could be rented out commercially. Although well beyond the means of most families, Forest Lodge is certainly not grand, particularly when it comes to an heir to the throne. William's decision to live there shows his determination to adopt a more relatable way of living, in comparison with Prince Andrew's vast 30-room royal lodge just a short drive away in the Great Park, or Prince Edward's Bagshot Park, which is said to boast between 50 and 120 rooms. The Waleses will pay a market rent for Forest Lodge, which is never publicly disclosed for commercial reasons. The freehold is owned by the Crown Estate, which also owns the freehold to Prince Andrew's home. Building works have already begun, with the family hoping to move in by the end of the year.